Good now, revolutionaries, and welcome to the Rise Up Morning Show. Today is Monday, October 27th, and this is your place for helpful crypto news, commentary, answers to your questions. If you've got a good joke, a word of wisdom, a prediction, a weird street or town name that you want to share, then we'll take it all. Don't hesitate. If you're listening in podcast land, then I want to remind you we are live Monday through Thursday at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time on all your favorite social channels. We often say it because it's true. The only thing missing is you join us live with your questions. I'm Evan. He's Alex. He's Will. Did I point to the right place? I don't know.
No,
how are you guys this morning?
No, it's part of the charm. And I've never really quite understood why it doesn't put our boxes all in the same place. But I think it's just like a little gag, a little fun that they have.
Mm-hmm.
They get to look at all the recordings, all us pointing in the wrong direction. I don't know, it's nice. But I'm good. I'm extra crispy today as well. Those of you on TikTok, you can't see, but I look even more beautiful than normal, which is pretty damn beautiful.
You know what sucks about this is usually when you put someone in 4K, you're like, finally I can see some blemishes and some imperfections and some flaws. This son of a bitch looks even better than he did in standard def.
I'm so shiny.
It's actually pissing me off.
My teeth are so white.
Will's beauty doesn't normally piss me off, but this early in the morning, look at that asshole. It's
by the way, I don't
first
do
thing
anything,
in the morning.
I don't do anything to my eyebrows. I tease a little bit around. We get that question around and again. It's like, hey, bro, what do you do for your eyebrows? Actually, nothing. I'm blessed with great facial hair.
So beautiful. They were talking about your facial hair on the show I went on last week. I was on stream on the Arena and Twitter. Yeah, with Brandon and Jerry, and they have a great stream. But poor Jerry, he was getting shade because apparently he decided to grow a mustache recently.
He did.
And then you came on the show, and I guess he has been thinking about growing his hair long again. And then I came on the show.
Oh boy!
So, it was like a double whammy for Jerry. And somebody was saying because he had a hat on, they were saying, "Oh, Jerry must actually be bald." And Jerry was like, "I am not bald. I'm absolutely not bald." And then somebody somewhere made a really great clip of the show, and they did a thumbnail with Jerry bald. So
oh god, beautiful.
I've got to find it somewhere, and then I'll have to show it on the air. But that was a really great stream. Shout out to the guys for hosting. It's an awesome place to be. I loved the Arena app.
Yeah, it was cool.
Alex, have you been there yet?
I've been there since it started.
Okay, but have you streamed there?
I've never done a stream. I used to post there all the time, and then I racked up a decent little market cap or whatever the hell you were doing over there, and then I just kind of left it.
Yeah. I'm going to set us up to stream there so that we can stream the show there. The best part about it was the tipping feature, because you can, in the comments, just like you would on maybe a Farcaster mini app or with a Blink or something like that, you can tip other people. And it was really seamless. And I thought, what a great thing this would be for our After Dark audience giveaways, is if we could just, in a click, send somebody AVAX or USDC or Arena tokens or whatever. That would be so simple. Did you experience that, Will?
What I experienced was less so the tipping side of it. I was just thrilled that there were people over there, because for the decentralized social media applications, they will get popular maybe for a little bit it'll be very niche in our already very niche crypto online community. To me, that's still Farcaster and the likes, and it'll be popular and then it just kind of fades. With the Arena, I feel like it's just getting more and more popular, and I was just thrilled that there were a bunch of people there and they were chatting and they were engaging, more so than on Twitter lives and stuff like that. I feel I don't know, it was just nice. It felt good. It was more so just the feeling of it, and building a little bit more of a footprint on Avalanche is something that I've ever since I got on the Arena. I was like, I kind of want to do that more. Yeah, a little bit more of an Avalanche footprint.
It was just a really good social experience. The chat was really live. The tipping was really fun. And I want to put us there because it's great to support crypto native products. And like I said, it'd just be easier to get folks into like a Web3 thing. Arena.social is the handle. And then if you already have a Twitter profile, it's like coming home. Totally similar user experience, and you can even log in with your Twitter profile. So they make it very simple. Check it out. Not sponsored, but Arena, it could be.
I don't know. I think I just found what's going to be on my gravestone epitaph one day. It was John Whalen just quoted it. I like what feels good, Will Watson.
Don't
Speaking of not sponsored, but it could be. Do you guys want to say anything? You want to rip some band-aids off?
Wait, you mean talk about the it is sponsored because it should have been a long time ago, because it is now we are now sponsored.
That's exactly right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to finally announce that the Rise Up Morning Show is powered by Arculus Cold Storage Wallets. That's right. The official cold wallet sponsor of the Rise Up Morning Show, our friends at Arculus. And today, oh boy, we thought we would do a little drive-through, talk a little cold storage, but of course, first, Will, you got something there, and we're going to treat it a little like Christmas morning, yeah?
Yeah, they gave us these goodie boxes, if you will, full of stuffs, and also some specific Rise Up Morning Show things, I believe. And also, they gave it our colors. Look at that. Hooray.
Now, don't fret, because you're not the only one, Will, Alex, that got a gift. I got a gift too, but our friends in the audience are going to get some.
I don't want it.
They gave us a bunch of discretionary wallets to give away. So we're giving them away for, Web3 101 Wednesday. We're definitely giving some away to the premium members of the community. And everybody is going to be able to use the links they give us to get your wallet at a little discount. And when you do, it helps the show. So what do you think, guys? Should we Christmas morning this bad boy?
I love Christmas morning.
Let's do it.
Let me see here. Oh, it was funny. I first opened up this box and I sent a picture to the folks at Arculus. And the first comment was one of them just going like, "Oh no, my bow!" The bow got us.
Oh no, my bow.
Mariana. Oh no, my bow got flattened. So
okay,
let's see what we got here. I'm going to open up the little box first because it feels like it's a hardware wallet.
Brilliant.
Here.
Oh, hang on. My buttons are getting stuck.
All I'm saying is my bow survived the trip.
Ooh, nice.
Now, for the people in podcast land, you know what to do. If you want to see this, you got to head on over to YouTube and check out the Rise Up Morning Show playlist. Although, on your way, you might check out This is Arculus. They are This is Arculus on all socials. And I'd like to just see a quick survey in the comments for people who use cold storage. Who are the different wallet providers you use? If you're not using cold storage, let's talk about why. Maybe you've got some questions. And oh my gosh,
they have the best packaging for a hardware wallet.
Oh, it's the wallet. The slide out, isn't it beautiful?
Slide out. Oh gosh, slide out's gorgeous.
In answer to the question, this is not the purple wallet yet.
No,
but what you guys really should do is go to their TikTok and leave them a comment saying that we're all excited for the purple wallet.
They do have
a co-branded wallet,
purple bows, purple gift wrap, which I appreciate. So, Ariana, thank you.
It's just.
And one of the best parts about this is the team has been so responsive even before we were in talks about how can we work more closely together. They were like, we want you to work more closely together with us. We want to know what your audience is thinking. Do you need wallets for them? They're just, I cannot believe I went in the App Store and I was looking at reviews. I cannot believe they've only got 400 reviews. Ledger, for comparison, has 19,000, and I just can't.
Yeah, right.
I just can't believe. I don't know. I also use a Ledger. But I recommend Arculus, honestly, even before this, as a much more user-friendly experience. My Ledger has those tiny little buttons on it. I just, can you imagine our friend Carol using a Ledger with her hands that tremor? No.
Oh, no, it'd be too hard.
Will's already got the sticker on his forehead. So
oh my gosh.
I don't know. To be fair.
So this is the package the wallet comes in. We'll just rip his open, and I'm gonna probably save mine. I have another video I can do about it. If you want to play along with what's
I ripped
coming
mine
up.
open too.
Did you really? What do you got on your forehead, Will? Are they stickers?
Arculus sticker, brother. Yo, the folks at Arculus are now #1 in my book, because what they have given me here is I mentioned to them that I drink espresso from a small mug in the morning.
Oh,
my
no
God.
way.
And
Did you get a teeny branded mug?
they have given me a small, teeny, tiny branded Arculus mug. Dude, hang on a second.
All right, that's pretty cool.
That is awesome.
That's cool.
Oh my gosh, did everybody get a knitted hat too?
Yes.
I haven't checked yet because now I have to. I didn't wash this out. I don't care. I'll take whatever microplastics are inside this.
Okay, they also do have they had these at the permissionless conference, or maybe it was consensus.
Awesome.
It was consensus. This is a fantastic tote. This is like I could probably stand in this and you could pick it up. It's so heavy duty.
Yeah, I have
Appreciate
a
it.
couple of those now. We can get creative with some of those.
Yeah, I think so too. I think
This is thick. I could do like a little shoulder workout with this.
I know. I don't know what's in that yet.
what's in the big black box? Yeah.
User 260515116. I'm influenced.
Oh, look at this. My mom always said you're supposed to read the note first. And in this big black box, there's a beautiful note.
Ugh.
And it says, Evan, and I'm sure yours says Alex or Will. We are absolutely thrilled to launch and grow this partnership with Rums together. Caution. Contents may fuel your mornings with caffeine and crypto.
Mine is the same, but it says with espresso in crypto. The personalization by Arculus is top notch.
Yeah, I have to say I'm bullish on handwritten notes.
Right? It's just
Big
really
time. We need to get some Rum stationery. I was just thinking about that because I would really like to start writing more handwritten notes to people. Oh,
Dude,
man, look at this.
You know, I gotta say, like, the personal touches on this box make me want to push this product. And also,
I'm getting influenced.
I'm being influenced.
A slate coaster that could kill a man.
I know, for real.
It's almost like this is their job. Damn it, they're good. Ooh.
It's very crinkly.
Oh my
We all
gosh!
hear
Look,
the ASMR crinkles.
Yeah,
check this out. Will got the tiny espresso mug.
yeah.
I've got the big
Thickums.
big Arculus Bertha. Look at
Look
at
at
how
that thing.
sleek that looks.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Too, yeah. That
You ready
coast-
for this? I'm doing the same. Smells like ceramic
Yeah.
and confetti.
Drink
Here
it.
we
Put the confetti inside of you.
The official mug of the official morning show of the Financial Revolution is sponsored by Arculus.
So I have to say, just because, first of all, thank you for all of the wonderful and supportive comments. We appreciate it. This is very nice for a change to actually get to talk about getting a sponsorship instead of not having one. So I'm pretty stoked about that. But I have to say, if you're curious about trying Arculus, they did give us also a good stack of wallets to give away, which they are holding on to. So for anyone concerned about that, we can address the that little deal. All of the wallets that we give away, they're not coming from us. We'll just pass on information to Arculus, and they'll be shipped direct from the manufacturer. We're not doing any weird middleman shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
So
But yeah, we have a bunch of wallets to give away. I think we have, how many total do we have?
We have about 24 wallets that we've got to give away, and we also have a discount code, a promo code, and a link. You know, you can use the affiliate link to shop through us directly on Arculus's website. It supports the show. Excuse me, the show doesn't cost you anything extra, and then we'll have a little promo code too, so that our friends can get a discount.
this mug is so slick.
Dude, isn't that mug incredible? It feels so premium.
I also love that on this, to keep, just like a regular cup, but it says ice cold crypto storage. Hashtag your keys, your crypto. Not your keys, not your crypto. Hashtag your keys, your crypto.
Getting a lot of dings today, Arculus.
Oh yeah, and then another mug. Man, I'm gonna have to throw out some mugs because
Mean mugging, man. And I just love that tumbler because what have I been doing all the time is using this same damn one that has the faulty top. So finally I'll be able to upgrade to something actually secure. That's apropos, perhaps. Actually secure.
we got a long sleeve. I feel like people don't give long sleeves.
I know, right? And honestly, they look kind of like corporate in a big boy way.
They do
you
look
know what I mean?
corporate in a big boy way. I've definitely seen many a company at the conferences I go to have these.
You know what these make me, the logo without the explanation makes me think, especially on this shirt, if we all wear these, you just look like you're in private security.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the vibe.
With some sunglasses. You guys might. I feel like I would look. I just feel like I wouldn't look like security.
No, you would look like the
No, you
security that
wouldn't.
I'm actually scared of.
Hang on.
Oh yeah.
Oh
There's
yeah.
always
like
the ones that you
there's
can
always
tap
the-
as like,
yeah,
that guy's security. And then there's the ones you're like, what the hell is that dude doing here? And that's the one who can kill
Yeah,
you with a pencil.
probably. Oh my gosh. Thank you very much to our friends at Arculus for the kind gifts and even more for the support of educational content. This is very much a big part of why we wanted to partner with Arculus is that we knew that they were interested in helping you learn about cold storage. So with a little fun out of the way, oh my gosh, Will, look at that. Would you look at that? It's not that. Oh yeah, man.
I feel
You
so
really
bad.
look like you're about to go have a business meeting, maybe on the golf course.
Yeah, right on the golf course. I think so.
So-
It feels good. What I feel like is I feel like I'm about to go skiing, and
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna wear this while skiing, like a little spring skiing. And then
I have
as
to say
I
it's-
see by people just like doof, 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 doof,
It's-
doof, just
it's
like
slick.
slamming people with cold storage wallets. Like,
It's
God,
also
this guy just
finally-
throwing credit cards, and then I'll be like, "Shh, actually, bro, that's to keep your crypto safe. Let me talk to you. And then it'll take me a long time to get down the mountain, but you know, this fits perfectly too. It also feels nice. It's like nice and light. This is great.
What size is yours, Will?
Mine's a large.
Okay, I think I got the XL, and I was looking at that. I was like,
Oh, you got the
tight.
XL, buddy.
Well,
Trying to-
You're trying
you
to
know.
grow into it. Trying to get steroids into it.
I'm gonna get thick.
Trying to get thick, baby.
Yeah. Okay. So we got a lot of different questions. One question actually that I want to divert to is when is the dolphin costume coming back? Will before Halloween?
Buddy, it's Halloween. Don't you. Shh, sweet summer child. Don't you worry.
I was
Halloween
gonna say,
costumes are coming.
gotta get ready for the costumes. I'm thinking Wednesday or Thursday on the show. It might have to be, one or the other. Let us know in the comments which day you want to do a costume bonanza fiasco.
We need to be Thursday because remember I'm flying back from Atlanta Wednesday morning.
Oh, that's right. Wednesday morning. Thursday it is. Thursday on the show. Halloween City, baby. We've also got some great guest appearances coming up on the show. We are working out some details with Luca Netz, who needed to maybe do a little rescheduling, but we have got tentatively Luca Netz on the schedule of Pudgy Penguins. We have got our good friend and now truly colleague, Tori Ballweg, Tori with two eyes, coming on the show tomorrow so that you can get to know her, the first official hire of Rise Up. She's doing some administrative stuff, some operational stuff. She is helping us deliver better for you. But I feel like Arculus is the star of the show today. So why don't we do a little bit of cold storage crypto education 101?
I dig
You
it.
know,
Where is Arculus headquartered again? Because they're giving me like the perfect like light winter day clothing. Like
For real.
if they all are skiers, I'd be like, I know exactly. Like, this is the perfect spring skiing setup. And then, I can just
yeah, with your tote.
a little tote bag.
Will is definitely sponsored by Arculus.
I am. What
Yeah,
gave you
dude,
that?
you are
idea?
so sponsored.
I look like I am going to go and ski down to the grocery store at a little loft down the way and tell people about how to keep their crypto safe. Am I gay or am I European? Potentially both.
Potentially.
But actually, this is great because I'm about to go to Japan, and in Japan, they don't have a lot of trash bags. So I actually was like, oh, God, I need to buy a tote bag today. I said that to myself this morning. This is perfect timing. So I will rep you in Japan. And even though I'm not quite sure I will be able to communicate with everybody, if anyone asks me, I will try my best.
They've been summoned. The official, wait, hold on. Yes. Okay. The actual official Arculus is in the TikTok chat over here. They're in Somerset, New Jersey.
Oh, Somerset, New Jersey. All right. Well, hey, that's close enough to go skiing. So if you guys want to go up to like Mount Tremblant or Mount Sutton, right across the border, let me know. I'll go skiing with you guys for sure.
So there you go, guys. That's that is the profile in the TikTok chat over there. Give them a follow. Let them know they made a good decision.
And let me just say,
tell them they need to start selling the little tiny mugs next to the wallets.
100%. If you're
wallets
listening,
and tiny mugs.
If you're listening in podcast land, this is Arculus. That is their social handle on TikTok, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on X. And you can get cold storage wallet solutions even in some of those apps. I know that I have completed the process to buy Arculus wallets on TikTok Shop. And let me tell you what, from like their profile directly, it is a seamless experience, and they often have even deeper discounts. Like we want you to support the show and buy through the link we set up, but also like we just want you to get cold storage. Even if the Arculus card is not the preferred experience for you, if it's not something you feel you can use confidently, safely, we want you to get in touch with protecting your private keys. So let's talk a little about what that is.
That's a good segue for this question that just came in. So I'll throw this to you and then throw this into your explanation.
Okay.
The question is from Memories to Last. Are cold wallets still safe? And as we always say, they are exactly as safe as you make them.
Yes.
So it sounds like you were about to kind of.
That's exactly right. I was about to talk about that. So the cold wallet, one of you guys, actually, I'm going to kick it back to one of you guys. This may be I was going to give you a multiple choice, but I'm just going to give you a simple answer at how you want. Where does your crypto live? Where does your crypto live?
I have it in a bunch of different places. So, it depends on really kind of what you like. What are you trying to do?
I'm going to give you a multiple choice answer. This is why. Does your crypto live A, on your wallet? Does it live B, on your phone? Does it live C, at your bank somewhere, or D, on the blockchain?
All of the above. Trick question. No, it's on the blockchain, dog.
It's on the blockchain, dog. And
be
Bubbaloo
on that chain.
Mm-hmm.
Bubbaloo had it in that comment. What does that mean? It's not in my wallet?
That is correct. It is not in your wallet. Your wallet is just a key, if you will, that enables you the ability to get access to your crypto that is sitting on the native blockchain of its network.
That is exactly right. Imagine, if you will, a big ledger, like a checkbook. But instead of just being a checkbook that you use, this is a checkbook that all the members of a particular, we say, decentralized network share, like a cryptocurrency network, like Bitcoin or Ethereum. And all of the different computers that help this network run, they have a copy of this magic notebook Alex likes to talk about sometimes, where all the transactions are written in a sequential order. It is the truth of the shared community ledger, and that is the only place your crypto lives. This ledger happens to be digital. That means the crypto doesn't physically exist. There is no physical Bitcoin anywhere. It's not stored on someone's computer. It is written, if you will, recorded, preserved in the memory of every machine that maintains a copy of that ledger. And so devices like Arculus, what they do is they are programmed to generate and securely store the private key that group of computers who maintains a ledger recognizes as your unique account. You can have many of them. They help you preserve your anonymity to some extent, and they make it pretty much impossible for anybody anywhere to impersonate you and get access to the assets that you are assigned on the ledgers you use. So Arculus particularly has a really cool solution for their security. Arculus was the product of a company called Compo Secure. And Compo Secure, you probably haven't heard of, but you've definitely seen their work. The secure chips that go into your favorite payment card and are all around the world, trusted by huge companies, are a product of Compo Secure. And they have come up with a proprietary technology to protect your crypto in the form of this little metal card. It's got a chip inside it that is equipped to generate private keys for a variety of crypto networks. And the way they talk about their security, guys, that I really like is that it's something you have, something you know, right? Like, I have a PIN code, I have a seed phrase, something you are. They use an app that has biometric data, and then something you have, something you are, something you know, something you have. So triple factor authentication to keep your keys secure. And I'm just going to take us right to the secret sauce. Their website is, again, getarculus.com. And when you get there, it looks like this. Okay, I want you to remember this website because this is where, if you get an Arculus card from this site or from the TikTok shop or through our link or whatever, this is where you're going to go to learn more about how the wallet works. And they don't just have crypto cold storage wallet cards, okay? They have payment cards that you can use. They have solutions for like big time industry partners. And even more, they have helpful tutorials, okay? That's what I really want to emphasize for you today. If you go to their resources tab, and then you go to getting started, you'll come to a new URL. This is getarculus.com/getting started, and it walks you through step by step how to set up your cold storage wallet. Now, notice this, guys. You know how it says, welcome to Web3? What's that scam we see all the time? Everybody online is impersonating creators you trust, telling you that you need to back up your wallet to Web3. And folks in the comments are left confused. They're asking, well, okay, how do I get on Web3? And Alex, you often say that it's a movement, right? It's an idea. And every wallet is on Web3 the way every website is on the internet. So when a legitimate company is using Web3 like this, I hope it doesn't confuse you. I hope it's clear to you that they're just saying this is a way you can start to use the architecture of blockchains, private keys, new kinds of digital assets. That's what they mean here. They also have, I love about this, links to whichever app store you prefer to use. And one of the pains of trying to figure out how wallets like this work can be not knowing where to tap your card. The way the Arculus wallet works is it interfaces with an app on your phone, but it requires you to tap your wallet to the back of the phone to make it connect. You can't see it in podcast land, but in different spots on different phones, there is an NFC reader. And so they have a handy dandy guide for how to connect your particular phone. They've got all the different steps you're going to go through. You create a PIN, you write down your seed word or recovery phrase. And I've also got some screenshots that I can share of what the process looks like if people have particular questions. But I just want you to know that cold storage, often very intimidating to folks who are new or trying it for the first time, does not have to be difficult. And I think that the Arculus folks have done a really good job. Even if you don't find that particular tutorial helpful, the great thing about Arculus is we've all got videos about it. People on YouTube have videos about it. Pretty much wherever you are, whenever you listen, if you want a good tutorial and you need some help, then you can find it. And I really recommend that if you're new to cold storage, the place you go to get connected with other crypto users is a community like ours. That's community.rumshq.com. We've got crypto users at all levels of experience. I often say it because it's true. The only thing missing is you. That's a great place to get the link, ask a question, share what you know, and we say rise up with others. So guys, how do we do? What kind of questions do we have in the comments? And did I miss anything as I gave that very quick overview of cold storage? Someone's like, quick, bro.
Lots of good questions. Couple quick ones. So there was one about transferring things from Coinbase to cold storage and not seeing them show up. unfortunately, I've seen that issue a lot. You got to make sure that you're withdrawing on the correct network, even if, or especially with out of centralized exchanges. So, example, if you're using a wallet like Phantom, like a software wallet, and they cover a whole bunch of different blockchains, and you go in there and you click deposit, and it gives you, all of the different addresses. You'll notice that the Polygon address, the base address, the Ethereum address, they all look the same. It's the same address, quote unquote. However, annoyingly, sometimes with like the exchange, my mom actually just ran into this where she was trying to withdraw some USDC that was on Base, but she selected Ethereum from the Coinbase side and then sent it. And because she selected a chain that those tokens were specifically not on, they ended up in the wrong place and they didn't show up in the wallet properly. Luckily, it was a test transaction, so it's just a couple of them, but lesson learned. So you gotta make sure that you're checking the right network, even if we're talking about EVM compatible chains that all have the same address as it appears written out on the screen. And then in answer to the question, why do I see a little Ethereum next to tokens? That's just the blockchain that they're on. So if you deposited, I think the example was QNT.
Quant and Chainlink were the examples they gave.
Those are just the Ethereum tokens of those particular projects. So it doesn't mean that it was converted into ETH. No one like took it away from you and gave you something else back in return. That's just a little indication to show you that that's what chain they're actually on.
Mm-hmm. There was also another question as well on YouTube. It says, do you recommend a different wallet for different crypto or just an all-in-one? I would say you probably just need one. In terms of the wallet you select, like there are a bunch of different styles out there, from your ledgers to your Tangems to your Trezors to Arculus, and find the style that you like. If you want to get into the nitty gritty, we can talk about like security differences and stuff. And Arculus has had some kind of PR issues in the past as well. And Arculus is probably the most secure one out there, but just go and peruse your options, right? But in terms of trying to figure out which crypto or like which wallet you want for the crypto that you have, you're not limited.
All these you can look up, like which wallets carry or support which tokens. And the short answer is you want to use as few as possible, but you might need to use a different one if one wallet that you're looking at doesn't carry support for a specific token that you're looking for.
Particularly
at this point, at this point, they're pretty much all inclusive. When I got my very first one, I think Trezor was my very first wallet, and that first Trezor I got supported. It was a whole big thing. It supported like 18 different tokens, and now it's gajillions and squillions,
billions, and
So just a couple of quick notes about that I want to help with the screen share on is, first of all, if you've never seen it before, the screen that displays your assets, this is from Arculus specifically, but many wallets will have an interface like this. For our friend who got Quant on Link or Quant on a different network, it's going to show a little logo for your asset, and then often there is an inset logo in the bottom left or right that indicates the network it's on. And many of them also have the name of the asset, and they have the name of the network next to it. So on my screen, it says BTC Bitcoin. And there is no little logo next to it, which indicates that it is on the Bitcoin network, its native network. And then below that, it shows DAI and a little inset logo for Ethereum. Oh, look, the Ethereum logo is here twice. And that's because this DAI is DAI on the Ethereum network. Sometimes they abbreviate it as ETH. And the other thing I wanted to show you very quickly was that every wallet has limited resources, okay? They have super finite resources, and one of the products of that is they have to determine how their engineers are going to spend their time. I got this notification recently when I opened my Arculus wallet again after downloading the latest update. You can see they say, what's new? We've added Blast, Bera, DYDX, GNO, ICP, Injective, and some others. This means they've added support for these networks. Each of these networks, is their own ledger, their own magic notebook. And they all have different computer code that makes them work. And to connect with them, to generate private keys for them, to help you store assets on those blockchains through their interface, Ledger has to do some computer coding. Arculus has to do some computer coding. Trezor has to do some computer coding. They all have limited finite resources. Like Alex said, most wallets support all the popular tokens you'll use, but you may find, especially if you're getting some hot new altcoin somewhere, that you have to use an obscure wallet. Trust Wallet supports more networks and tokens than any other. It's a hot wallet, an app, a website. It doesn't have a physical component. But got to be aware of that. That's why a lot of crypto users have many wallets. Will, what are you thinking?
Well, just the thought that was going through my head was like, I think it's just important to talk about while we're talking about cold storage, like we always do, is, for some people, cold storage is absolutely an option. For some people, not necessarily an option. For some people, they just kind of keep it on exchange. For some people, it's a hot wallet. For some people, it's a hot, cold wallet. For me, I do all three. So why do I do all three? I'll just kind of use myself as an example. I have my cold storage for my Bitcoin, and I just buy Bitcoin and then on the exchange. And then every month I see how much is on the exchange, and then I just take it and put it over my cold storage, do it once a month. It's easy for me instead of doing it every single time because I buy Bitcoin every single day. And so that's it for me. So why is cold storage important for me for Bitcoin? I don't want anyone to be able to hack me and get it. And I really like having the security of being able to have control over my funds. If in case Bank of America were to go down, I don't have to worry about the majority of my net income. If, I don't know, I were to join a protest and all of a sudden the government wanted to freeze my assets, I don't have to worry about that. If I wanted to leave the country, not that I do, but if I wanted to, I like having the freedom to being able to do that and just take my wealth with me. I like that. To me, that's important. It's very much so in line with my personal ethos in life, just kind of like being in control of things myself. So I love that for me. I also take money and I just leave it on Coin. I leave some on Coinbase because I do make trades. So, I like to have the money. I like to have money at the place where I execute trades. So I have some money there. And then I also have some money in, like my base in Phantom Wallet that I do DeFi stuff with, because you can do some DeFi stuff with money that is in your hardware wallet too. But to me, having a hot wallet is just nice, quick, and easy. And it's just what I've done for years. And so I satisfy, I have needs across all three different types of wallets. Not that an exchange is a wallet, but, so for yourself, ask yourself the question, if the absolute safest possible means of storage for yourself and control is important to you, then a hardware wallet is for you. And you should be looking into your hardware wallets, and Arculus is definitely one of them that you should be looking into, in my opinion.
Well, you've got a question and I'm going to answer it for you, and you can tell me if I'm on or off base. So the question was, can you talk about just why you would leave some stuff on an exchange versus moving all of it to cold storage, especially for longer periods of time? So with the Coinbase one specifically, I know there's a couple different reasons. One, because you're a premium user of Coinbase, holding some amount of balance there juices the Bitcoin rewards that you get for the credit card. So there's one reason. Two, it's probably largely about velocity, which is actually why I largely switched over to Arculus like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, because I prefer keeping things on cold storage if I'm going to be keeping it for longer than 30 days. That's a good threshold. Just because I don't really care too much about rapid velocity for stuff that I plan on keeping for years. I would rather it be as safe as possible. But having it in card form increased the velocity with which I could do things with crypto that I'm storing cold.
Yeah.
Which was really nice. By the way, quick tip. I've seen some really good questions asking for comparisons about different wallets. So happy to talk through specifics. We're also going to get Dr. Lowe back on, and he can give much more technical explanations about why certain features are better, worse than others, more convenient, less convenient, whatever. But if you ask any of the big LLMs for a side-by-side comparison of two different wallets, I just did one on Copilot, you will get a really nice little breakdown of the very specific features, and then it gives you a whole lot of different rabbits that you can chase down different holes about, like, why is a wallet that only offers biometric security or just like pin and thumbprint versus different kinds of 2FA or 3FA or something like that? all of it is a good lesson in security, because the bottom line, the moral of the story is that you can have the most secure wallet, the hardest to hack wallet on the face of the earth. But if you have crappy online hygiene and bad personal operational security with your information and your data, it really doesn't matter. The most secure vault in the world is only as strong as the key being left on someone's desk in the office and walking away from it. If your seed phrase is on a sticky note on your desk and someone else sees it, it literally doesn't matter how good the wallet is. That crypto is as good as whoever sees the seed phrase. So you have to make sure, the bottom line of all of this is that your online hygiene is the most important piece to protecting your information. Wallets are nice. Good features are good features. Good security is good security. All that good stuff applies. But the keystone of the whole thing is your online hygiene.
Yeah, and I would say too, I just want to quickly add, Evan, that if you do not believe or trust yourself to be able to handle the responsibility of self-storage, cold storage, then really take a look at the ETFs for your Bitcoin and Ethereum. And there's going to be a whole bunch of altcoin ETFs coming out in a few weeks, most likely, once the government turns back on. So definitely go and look at the ETFs if you don't trust yourself with that responsibility. I
just wanted to let folks in TikTok land know that we have got the product from the official Arculus store pinned. And check this out. I'm not sure if it works on TikTok. I haven't tested it yet.
I was going to say, yeah, we got to check.
When you buy an Arculus wallet at getarculus.com, if you enter the code RUMS, RUMS10 at the checkout, you get 10% off. How cool is that? And our friend Bearded was saying that if you're in the military, you get 25% off that you can verify with your DD-214 or 256, some other documents, TRICARE document, USAA. It sounds like a pretty good deal. And like I said, they often will do additional promotions. They really do just care about getting cold storage in the hands of folks. And so shout out Arculus for doing something cool.
RUMS10. I know we weren't able to show it on the TikTok screen for long. RUMS10, numerical 10.
Yes, RUMS10. And I don't know about you guys, but I feel like maybe we should do a giveaway today, since we have a lot of folks here who will be excited about it. Maybe some folks. I would love to give away a wallet to somebody who is not yet practicing cold storage. So maybe we can use the honor system and just ask folks in the comments to say if you're on the fence about cold storage, especially if you're new to crypto, maybe leave a comment and let us know. And if you're a regular, we're trusting you to be on the honor system. And if you don't get one today in the giveaway, then the thing to do really is continue to tune into the show. We're going to do a lot more giveaways thanks to our partners, Arculus. And even if you don't get a wallet giveaway, you really got to get in the community. That is the most valuable thing you can do, especially if you're tuning in for the first time or you're trying to learn crypto. You need to get in a community of users who are a little more experienced than you, who aren't going to like try and sell you some junk token, but will help you learn the skills to succeed no matter what you buy or use crypto for. So that's community.rumshq.com. And we'll give away a wallet to a premium member too, because we do have a premium membership program that you can try that comes with a lot of perks, including, extra giveaways and stuff like that. So check it out. Let us know. Fellas, are you seeing any other comments? I did see comments for a couple of specific comparisons, and maybe we can just talk generally about like some of the user experiences we've had with other, like, I don't know, wallet products, or do you want to talk instead about where do you want to take it?
Right now, I am jotting down the names of everyone who says that they don't have cold storage yet, or they would like to just be included in the giveaway.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. If you want to be included, let us know. We'll pick somebody pick a random number from, all the numbers on the list. We have a good question here from Austin. Hey, Austin. Good to see you. What drew you guys to Arculus versus Tangem? Well, let me start by saying the team has been really proactive about trying to identify helpful educators. They have made a presence on social media that is far and away one of the best in crypto. Alex, how many brands can you count that are on TikTok or actively like on Facebook or on like, I don't know, just you name it, educating people? There's a dearth. Yeah.
Oh, like 6.
Yeah.
And wallets wise, I only know of one.
Commercials, right? Yeah. Yeah. Lots of commercials and ads, like, you know.
Crypto.com, I'm looking at you still.
Oh, crypto.com. Yeah. Coinbase also doesn't do a great job, but at least they're better. But crypto.com is the worst.
Crypto.com takes the cake for worst commercial.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's tough. So that was one of the things that really drew us to Arculus, was the fact that they were engaging with us and with people like you, yes, you, wherever you are, whenever you listen. That was really noteworthy to us. The other thing that I particularly really like about Arculus is that they're opinionated about seed phrases and security. Compost Secure is the company that generated the Arculus product. And so they really have a lot of deep experience and expertise in storing and securing information related to your identity, your finances, that kind of thing. And they believe that you should be able to custody your assets directly. They've taken a lot of pains to make sure that nobody at Arculus has the ability to get the information inside this card that represents your private key. It's totally local. It's generated when you connect this device to your phone. It doesn't ever leave this card. The other thing is they give you your seed phrase. I think it's really personally important for me to know that I've got the seed phrase. That's the keys to the keys, so to speak. I prefer that versus Tangem, which does give you the option to have a seed phrase, but their default option, the one they encourage you to choose, is like, don't use a seed phrase, just use these cards. And I think that may be the right option for some folks who find self-custody intimidating or difficult, but I think it's very secure.
It's a layering, right? So all of these individual specific features have weaknesses and vulnerabilities. So you have to, one good option, right? There's an old saying in the boat world that actually kind of applies here. We used to say it to the new deckhands all the time: if you can't tie a knot, tie a lot. So if you don't know what you're doing and you're trying to secure something, you better tie a whole lot of knots unless you actually know a really specific one. So
I love that.
If you can't tie a knot, tie a lot. And then the most common type of knot that new people tie is the hope knot or the might knot. So with wallets, if you take a PIN number, okay, let's say that you have one factor of security, it's a PIN number. That's as secure as the PIN number is. If it's a 4-digit PIN number, there's only a certain number of combinations. At this point, it's not that hard to brute force a PIN number. Also, people tend to reuse pins. People tend to use pins that are, personally significant to them for whatever reason. That's easier to break. If you layer on top of it, needing the physical device and the PIN number, okay, now it's harder. Now, if I don't lose my card and someone doesn't know my PIN number, there's 2 things that they have to get through. If they also have biometric protection, now there's 3 layers. So Arculus just layers more things than Tangem does. Something
you are, something you know, something you have.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Have the card, you are your biometrics, and you know the PIN.
We have a couple of other really good questions coming in now too, including what happens if the card becomes totally unusable? You run it over with your truck, you throw it into a volcano or something like that. If you're using a Tangem and you didn't get a seed phrase and you don't have a backup wallet, you're out of luck, buddy. What about this Arculus? If I wrote down my seed phrase, doesn't matter.
Yep.
If I can prove who I am, I can reset the PIN. If I can present my seed phrase, those 12 or 24 secret words you get when your private key is generated, you can even take that to another wallet interface. If Arculus, the company, goes out of business and stops servicing their app, those private keys are yours. You can take them anywhere. And that's why it's so important to back them up and never, ever share them with anybody, because anybody could pop them into any app on your phone. And that's what happened to that fellow last week, Brandon LaRoque. Man, I looks like he's doing better, but he put his secret words into an app on the internet. It was not anymore cold. Increase the surface area, and somebody somewhere was able to obtain that information and take his crypto. So very good question. What about this one from Magic?
Also, don't inbox that Coach JV.
Oh, don't
Inbox that Coach JV. Don't do it, Mike.
Yeah, or Chad Sarton, or Jake Claver, or whoever it is asking you, are you on Web3? How is your investing going? They're trying to take your money.
Mm-hmm.
What about this question from Magic, guys? Can you speak on staking and DeFi things inside of cold wallets? Pros, cons, opinions. First of all, is this something that you guys use your cold storage wallets for?
Funny or not, no. Actually, no, not funny or not. It's just not something I want to do. My cold wallet is designed for me to hold the thing that I don't want to touch or do anything with. And that is it. To me, it is the safest. My cold wallet, it touches nothing. It touches nothing except for my own fingers. That's it. So for me, if I want to stake, I do it through a hot wallet. Crypto, to me, I just set a hard rule for myself. Cold storage, it is a vault. Hot wallets, I do stuff with. That is it for me. But you absolutely can. But I personally do not have experience with it.
Alex, what about you?
I have before. Back in the day, here's a real blast from the past. Strap in. Back in the day, I used to hold Cardano on my Trezor, which was connected to Daedalus, and then I staked through the Daedalus full node software wallet while using the Trezor to custody it. And I don't recommend anybody do that anymore. If you're still doing that to this day, I'm very sorry. Yeah, God bless you.
God bless you, and also
Tell me why.
But no, at this point, no. I just, exactly like Will said, I have very specific things that I do with specific wallets, and one of my rules is I don't compromise what I do with the specific thing. I want to know what everything is doing where and wherever it is. And I just, it's exactly like Will said. If I have something that has made the journey to cold storage, it's probably going to stay there for a long time. I have plenty of software wallets that do all of my DeFi things. So there is support. It's worth experimenting with to understand how it works and to see what your options are. And there's nothing inherently wrong with it. It's just not what I do.
Yeah, I also don't. And that's just because I don't want to. A lot of DeFi protocols are susceptible to smart contract risk, other kinds of risk. You are often temporarily reassigning permissions. You are signing things with your private key, and you may, if there is a bad transaction, if somebody has hacked the DeFi protocol, you may expose your wallet to a bad transaction, to some kind of risk. I generally don't like to do that. I could see a world where, because this is such a convenient wallet experience, I might start using Arculus not just for my long-term, never going to sell it holds. I could use one for a social wallet, in which case then using a DeFi protocol actually probably is a more secure experience from a cold wallet, because it's self-custody. You're not really connecting to the internet, so there's less surface area for somebody to attack you. I think that also a lot of cold wallets and wallets generally give you in-wallet options where you can use their providers to do different kinds of services. I tend not to like those so much. So I think you're probably quite safe if you only do simple staking and delegation. If you're really doing yield farming, looping, swapping, cold custody can help, but it's not a perfect firewall. And I'm like Will, I wouldn't use my big long-term Bitcoin wallet to go do other DeFi stuff with on the internet.
Yeah. I do feel like we should probably do the giveaway now while we have the people who put their names in the live. So I took all the names, I captured them on TikTok, I captured them on YouTube as well, and also a couple folks on Facebook. So I put them into ChatGPT, and just so we see that everything is fair, I will share my screen so that we can see the live. So I've included, pick one of these names randomly. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. What a nice number.
Wow,
25
that's a high number to count to on a stream.
Yeah, that's a high number to count to on a stream.
I was ready for it.
25 people have included their names saying that they would love to have the cold storage. They are new. They're looking for cold storage. One person said, hey, I have a wallet, but my son needs one. So let us take a look. And picking the name randomly second name, FisherDude over here on TikTok. FisherDude even gave you a nice little emoji here on ChatGPT. So FisherDude, if you are still here, send Evan a DM here on TikTok. If you are in the Circle community, send him a message.
Honestly, that's what I would prefer. I would really rather, FisherDude, to claim your prize, that you go to community.rumshq.com or just click the link in my bio to go to our website, and sign up for a profile there. It's totally free. We're not going to, send you any spam emails. And then send us a message anywhere and say, hey, I'm FisherDude. And nobody else, don't go in there and tell me that you are FisherDude when you're really not. Come on, guys. We not your keys, not your crypto kind of thing. So FisherDude, community.rumshq.com or the link in my bio. Jump on in there. And a big shout out from our friends at Arculus who say, congratulations. Magic says, congratulations. Bearded says, congratulations. And Jeff Rascal said, what about the premium? Jeff, hold tight. We're getting to
automatically entered.
Automatically entered.
Like
you want to do that giveaway now? Because we can do that giveaway now too. I've got some more questions on deck.
I do also want to point out that I really enjoyed Solano Cruz's comment, which is AI has failed me again.
Oh, sorry about that, Solano. What were you going to say, Alex?
There was just a good question that I was going to answer while you were.
Okay, then let me ask our premium friends, because they really are supporters of good crypto education. Hold tight, and since we're already connected, we will do the premium giveaway closer to the end of the show, because we know where to find all of you. So hold tight. You're all automatically entered. Alex, I've got some good ones too. So hit it. What are you looking at?
So there was a question just about using cold storage on like public Wi-Fi. Let me. I'm never going to find the comment. If that was you, and there was another piece to that question, please feel free to repost it. But the question was just basically about: are there any concerns with using cold storage if you're, elsewhere, not your home network? The short answer is no. So the way that it works, the only thing that gets broadcast to the network that is giving you your internet connection is the signed transaction. Basically, the verification that you have confirmed you would like to execute the transaction in question. But the actual information that goes into building that transaction is on the device and it never leaves. So you could literally have your phone connected to the sketchiest public Wi-Fi ever with like known malware, and you could still send a transaction if you were in that situation. And the only information that would be exposed to that malicious network would be the signed transaction. But the seed phrase that you had loaded into the device to give you the ability to sign the transaction does not get broadcast. Your specific signature data does not get broadcast. It's just the actual like proof that the thing was broadcast.
Now, I will say, if you went to Starbucks and there's a bad guy watching the internet traffic and you click to connect to their Wi-Fi and he's got a button in there that says everybody who connects to Wi-Fi is going to broadcast everything they do on their phone to me, all their clicks, all their taps, I'm recording their screen. And then you set up an Arculus wallet while he's recording your screen. Correct. And you set up a pin phrase and you set up a seed phrase. Like if you have compromised your device and you're doing crypto stuff on a device that is compromised, it is possible that that bad guy can have access to that information that will allow them to get your crypto. That's not an Arculus problem. That's a you doing your finances at Starbucks problem. So I recommend still that you try to keep that separate.
It's more like a thing in a pinch and less about, just because you're correct. At that point, the the wallet is not the problem, again, that's when your internet hygiene becomes the problem. And so there's other things that, if I'm talking about the situation wherein you already have this thing up and loaded, and you need to send a transaction and you don't know the Wi-Fi network you're on, that's fine. If you're going from 0 to set up, then it's possible that someone is able to read whatever it is that you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautifully said. Okay, now we have a couple of other questions. Is there a risk if you're buying from a new phone? Or conversely, if somebody, let's say I've got my Arculus set up on a phone, and somebody gets my old phone and my Arculus app is still installed there. No, there's not a risk necessarily, because remember, it's got to be about something you are, something you know, something you have to get access to your crypto. Okay, so you are is your biometric data. Is this person going to be able to fake your biometrics? Let's say they chopped your thumb off when they got your old phone. Okay, great. So they've passed that. What about now? They're at the Arculus app. Do they know your PIN number? Oh, they do? Oh, well, then you might be out of luck, Chuck. If they've got your phone, if they've got your thumb, and they've got your PIN number, your crypto is gone. But it also sounds like you might have bigger problems at that point.
Yeah, bigger problems.
But
I mean,
unless they have those things, your crypto is safe.
If I was to try to like put a cherry on top that answers all of these things, the thing to know, as we're talking, especially as we're talking about cold storage in general, nothing that has ever been designed in the history of humanity has ever been 100% fail-proof. Everything has the potential to be exploited. The question is, how many hoops does someone have to jump through? How easy is it? What kinds of things stand in the way? All of these different things. I mean, pick anything that has ever been designed. There is a way to exploit it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we've all seen the guy on TikTok, the lock guy, right? Who's like, I just got this brand new,
oh yes, yeah,
completely pick proof, whatever. And 18 seconds later, he's got it, and it's like, okay. But no, it's just make it as hard for someone to steal from you as possible. But nothing is ever 100% foolproof. You still have to be careful.
Well, guys, I know we're starting to run low on times, but I would like to do the premium giveaway. I would also like to just quickly touch on markets as well before we will have the market watch tonight. So for those of you who are fiending for an update on crypto altcoins, myself and Doug will be live tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll dive into Bitcoin. We'll dive into stocks. We'll dive into every altcoin you want. We'll dive into beef. We'll dive into gold, silver, uranium, oil, whatever you guys want. You can pick something totally random. We'll find a chart for it. We'll chart it.
Mostly beef.
Mostly beef, though. We've been long beef for a long time, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. I need a number before we dog and pony. 1 to 43.
17.
17. And congratulations. The winner of the cold wallet from our premium giveaway is Parker Brown. Parker, congratulations. I'm going to send you a message on Circle. And if you're like, oh my gosh, premium, how do I do that? If you go to rumshq.com, like the main website, you'll see a little pop-up that presents, hey, do you want to sign up for a premium membership? Or you can go to the rumshq.com/memberships and you can start a premium trial. 10 days free. You get a bunch of free stuff. You get discounts. People often ask, do you guys do one-on-one coaching? The secret is, if you want to do one-on-one coaching, you should become a member. My coaching rate is $399 for 90 minutes because I just don't have time to do that many coachings. If you're a premium member, you get $100 off every single coaching. You get classes at a super discount. You get a bunch of stuff for free. You get entered into every giveaway, and you get your own little special section in our Circle community where you can connect with the most dedicated learners and us. We have office hours, which is like free coaching for people who are premium. We basically just hang out and give you psychology and answer your crypto questions. It's like the show, but just for you. It's awesome. We would love to see you there. And the commercial's over. Will, give me a little preview. What the heck is going on with our crypto markets? It was kind of a okay weekend. Like we're cautiously peeping out of the hole. It's like a Groundhog's Day feeling.
It was things, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Hey, sometimes maybe good. That was because we had an announcement that President Xi and President Trump are meeting on Thursday. We already knew that. But Scott Bessent and the lead negotiator, who's half of his name is Lee, but I don't remember his full name. Anyway, the lead negotiator for China, they agreed to a framework for a deal to pretty much be set up to be agreed to. Just has to go through final negotiations with Trump and President Xi. So still potentially Thursday could come and there's no trade deal and the markets tank because of it. So do be aware of that. But, we look at Bitcoin on the daily time frame over the past few days. We dipped out of this channel that we had been in. And, now we've turned things around and we're back in it, baby, which is what we want, right? But the big thing is the weekly chart. So if we go to the weekly chart, the really, really key thing was we got above the 21-week exponential moving average, and we're even above the 12-week exponential moving average. That was what we were waiting for to see, like, hey, we're seeing some bottom indicators here on shorter term timeframes throughout the week last week. But on the weekly time frame, are we going to get above those key, more macro points? And it certainly looks like we have in a very big way. Do be aware, though, that on the futures chart, we do have a gap. It's on this line here. This isn't the futures chart. This is the spot chart I'm showing. But down at $112,355, there is a gap. So at some point, probably sooner rather than later, we will dip back down to that level. Is it going to be today or tomorrow? Maybe. Is it going to be after the trade deal announcement? Maybe. But if the market dips afterwards, which it probably should, or it dips right now, to me, it's just going to close that gap. And then the market is likely to continue higher because once the government turns back on, whenever that happens, the SEC will be able to approve more ETF products. The Fed will cut more rates. The Fed's going to start doing quantitative easing instead of quantitative tightening, which is basically just stimulating the economy. So that's all good. And the other chart I'll show is the total 3. So this is the entire market cap of all altcoins minus Ethereum. So this doesn't include Bitcoin because it's not an altcoin. And it doesn't include Ethereum. And we had been talking about since Wednesday that we were getting a potential bottom indicator here, which is called a rounding bottom. We had, let me just get rid of this real quick. We had this low point here. We had a low that wasn't too much of a lower low. We made a higher low here. But the really important thing is that this entire section didn't have a body close below the 200-day exponential moving average. I don't technically it did right here, just a little bit, but it bounced back up. So the 200-day exponential moving average held. We had a rounding bottom, which is a sign that bearish momentum is dying. And we were getting all these potential bottom indicators. So this is a sign that, hey, the risk on the market for crypto is heating up nicely, which is why we've seen some altcoins do well. We've seen Solana do particularly well. We've seen a ETF product from Grayscale get turned on. And Evan, I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. So we're seeing a bunch of really good things on the chart for Bitcoin and altcoins. And later tonight, we'll take a look at Ethereum and Solana and BNB and take a look at XRP. And then we'll take a look at the Russell 2000, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ if you want, and gold and all that kind of stuff. And then we'll take your suggestions to take a look at Ondo, Render, yada, yada, yada. Ooh, I will say on the topic of Render, I owe everybody an altcoin deep dive and update on Render. I got really busy and then I didn't do a good job of carving out the time to do the research for it. So I will try to do some of that today. But I am traveling this week down to Atlanta and then preparing for my trip to Japan for the first half of November. So I will find the time to carve it out. I will get it out this week before I will be in Asia.
And I want to let everybody know that when you said do be, as in the markets do be like that, it made me remember a comment that somebody left earlier in the stream that said, Will, your outfit makes you look like you're in a drug cartel. They skipped the golf carts. And I think it's the mustache and the esposito. Because you do not look like you're in a cartel to me.
I accept this. I accept either. I will be whatever you want me to be, people.
You gotta get the other subscription for that one.
The other subscription. Yeah. I will say, minus the mustache, I think if I had like the short beard back. It's been a long time since I had a short beard.
A
You know,
long
maybe a
too.
little bit more cartelly.
short
Me too. Yeah, it has been a long time since you had a short beard, Alex. You've gone full beard.
Okay, let us know
No.
if you've got a last minute question, a good joke, a word of wisdom, final thought, or ideas for Arculus. We're going to have lots more Arculus content in the coming months. And I am so grateful. Let me say one more time to our partners at Arculus, thank you for trusting us to help you tell a better story. If you want to get yourself an Arculus cold storage wallet, then head on over to getarculus.com and use the code RUMS, RUMS 10 at checkout to get yours for 10% off. Or if you're in the military, don't forget to show them your ID because you get 25% off. Thank you very much for trusting us to help you tell a better story. Friends, final thoughts? Crypto Escobar is what Raging Cajun says.
For final thoughts, no, I don't know. I don't know what to end things on. I guess what I'll say is, for everyone looking to, get a hardware wallet, A, we'll be giving a bunch away for free here. B, we have the RUMS 10 discount if you're interested in Arculus. But also, C, go and take a look at, all the hardware wallets out there. Do your research. There's a bunch of products. As Alex said, go to the LLMs, which are your ChatGPTs, your Copilots, your all the AI generative bots, right? And ask for a side-by-side comparison. Find the ones that are right for you. And if you decide Arculus is the right one, because there are a lot of great reasons why it should be, go to getarculus.com and put in the RUMS10 code to get the 10% discount, or continue to hop into the show. Let us know you want a wallet. Enter in for the free giveaways. So yeah, that's all I have to say.
Yeah, beautifully said. Halloween special Thursday. If you want to see Will Watson in 17 costumes, then that's the place to do it.
Oh, I have to go into my storage unit and get them all out.
How many are we up to, Will?
Well, let's see. I had 17 or 16. I can't remember the exact figure last year. And then since then, I probably now have 20 costumes, maybe 21 costumes. Because the year just goes by and I just, have more.
As one does.
As one does. I don't know where they come from. I think they just repopulate themselves and, kind of like a blind NFT mint. You don't know what traits you're going to get. And then I just have new costumes sit in that storage unit.
It's me 23 says, wow, should have done a Halloween week. Tell me about it.
No, it's way more fun to do it all in a single day.
Are you going to try and make a video in every costume? Because 17 would be...
The thing is I don't want to, because it's going to be so exhausting, but I feel like I have to. Otherwise,
I don't want to, because it's going to be awful.
It's going to be so much outfit changes. It's going to be so much, but I feel like I have to do it. Otherwise, people will be disappointed and sad. The hardest thing, honestly, is going to be figuring out what to talk about after video 8. And that was what happened last time.
Yep. That is hard. That's 8 videos in a day. The only thing scarier than not having cold storage is not having enough time for all your costumes on Halloween. Shout out to Mama B Thing, who said, come through my costume shop when you're in the ATL, and it's on our list. Mama B Thing, Atlanta is on the list in your costume shop.
Oh yeah, I'll be in Atlanta. Unfortunately, I won't have any time. I'm there for work. So I literally fly in, have a meeting, have a dinner, wake up in the morning, have a meeting, hop on a plane, fly back to Boston.
Then you have to drive 4 hours south to come to my house, and then 4 hours back to Atlanta before it's going to be a crazy
Oh man, I didn't even include that into my logistics. Damn it, you're right.
Yep.
Alex, we've got the question. Will you be partaking in the costume fun festivities?
I'm not necessarily opposed, but I have to poke around and try to find something because I don't really own anything. I'm sure I can find something. I have a lab coat from a costume 3 years ago. That might be my only piece of Halloween paraphernalia at this point.
What was the costume? The lab coat.
It was like a mad scientist thing. Christina was an alien, and I don't remember what Jordan was.
Were you a sexy scientist? Yeah, he was.
Every costume Alex does is sexy because he's in it. Alex, do you have a unrelated, related to crypto final thought?
Well, not anymore. Now I'm all flustered.
Oh, I have another costume idea too. As I rug Alex, I can be a in Arculus sellout. Except it's so good, it's perfect, all the perks. I was just like, you'll never know when the show's sponsored.
But there will be signs.
But there will be signs.
Yeah, absolutely. I am thinking, I've got that scarecrow costume that I tried out whenever I did it for the first time like 3 years ago, but now it's like my go-to. Didn't prepare, don't have a costume. Now I got a costume. But maybe I'll do something else. Somebody suggested in the comments a crypto miner,
Dude,
which
that's brilliant.
honestly,
Ooh, that's good.
The headlamp, the pickaxe,
yeah,
the big Bitcoin necklace.
Yeah, be nice.
The big Bitcoin necklace. I have a
Very good.
Bitcoin pin on my jacket. I don't know. Yeah. Costume warehouse. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Well, let us know if you've got a Halloween costume idea for us or something that you have planned for yourself. We want to see your Halloween pictures in the Circle community. That's community.rumshq.com. And we will be on the show Thursday for the Halloween special. Tomorrow we'll be live with Tori, our new colleague and longtime friend. And tonight, Will is going to be back for Rise Up Market Watch with Doug, aka Von, aka Bathroom Guy.
Mm-hmm.
AleXRP maybe could be the costume. I don't know, but if it happens, we'll tell you about it.
AleXRP.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
Friend, we appreciate you. Thank you for being
Halloween's
the very
canceled.
of what? No, come on now.
Come on.
It's canceled. Get off
Also,
my
it
lawn.
is kind of funny that Evan, who is the actor, has the least amount of costumes. Also weird that I think Alex has more costumes than Evan, which doesn't seem right. Then again, every single one of Evan's outfits that he wears out in public can be considered a costume to some.
You forgot that part. That's exactly right.
Could
My
be a
wardrobe is
A
costumes.
costume turned into regular wardrobe.
Will, I have an audition coming up, and I was thinking about you. It's an audition for a lottery commercial, and the concept, I don't know that I'm allowed to say this in a public forum, but I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. The concept is that the numbers that you pick for your lottery are people, and they're all like, not like people pretending to be numbers, but they're people. I'm the number one, I'm the number two, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I am reading for the number one, and honestly, it makes me think of you. Like in my head, I think of the William Watson, the Schmilliam Schmatzen salesman from the video that we did, he's like, I'm number one. I'm the best. I'm here first. I've been here since the beginning. I'm a winner. You want to pick me, don't you? You want to win, baby. And so I'm channeling my inner like Will Watson, imagining myself in this like ball costume. But I just wanted you to know I thought of you because you're a winner. You're a winner in my book, man.
That pleases me, and I hope that when you do it, you wear the Steve Jobs black turtleneck.
It's already here. It's just waiting for me.
Beautiful.
Okay, we got to go. Ladies and gentlemen, monsters and machines, people and creatures of all ages. Again, thank you for being the very best part of what we do. We'll be back soon. Until then, everybody stay safe. Be well. My friends, rise up.
See you.